Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel.
Yep.
And welcome back to our segment, Mo Talks.
The Mo Talks.
For those who are new to this platform, M stands for Moira, my mom, and O stands for Ofenze. Talk stands for us talking about everything and anything under the sun.
Yeah.
And today, well, if you guys saw our last video, our previous video, which we will link in the description. Yeah, it was going down there.
Yeah, we thought, you know what?
Yeah.
We thought today we'll lighten up the mood a bit. Yeah, today we're going to talk about
our hair.
4C.
4C hair.
4C hair.
Naturals.
We want to talk about
4C
our hair.
babes. Where you guys?
We're
in this
let's just lighten up the mood a bit and talk about a lighter
As you guys
topic.
can see, actually, I feel like I'm kind of having a bad headache. I put a pin.
I don't know. I don't know what to call my
I don't even know if it's
situation,
work.
but
Is it
nonetheless,
working? It is what it is. You know what?
it has to work. That's the thing. It just has to work.
You gotta make it work. I feel like with natural hair,
you have
when
to
you
make it
lack
work.
the confidence for it,
Don't do it.
it shows that it's not working.
Yeah.
Like even if your hairstyle is not working, when you have the confidence, it works.
You call it a hairstyle. I have no
Like,
idea.
this one you don't know it. This one, I made it. Me, I created it. When you don't have the confidence, you look like,
So yeah, let's talk about all the 4C girls out there and guys, because
The
there's
4C
guys who are
babes.
doing naturals or this. So let's just talk about 4C hair.
like
just a bit.
So
yeah.
just so people can understand why we're talking about 4C. Number one, we have 4C hair.
Yeah, we
Number
can't talk about something.
some
Okay,
people-
no. Next time we're gonna talk about Jonathan. He's got another ball game going on.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about Dad. I mean, today's about us because we got 3 types in this house.
Yeah.
We need to go research what Dad is.
That is, I think he's one. But you
Really?
said his hair is wavy when
If
grows
it's
out,
long, it gets wavy.
then he's 2.
Yeah. So
Because
and,
people who are in like the group 1
Yeah.
is just straight hair.
just straight hair. But
And then
him,
from there, like group 2 is wavy hair.
Yeah.
Then the
When it
waviness
gets
just
long, it
differs
gets
from
wavy.
A to B.
Yeah.
It differs, right?
so
And then 3 is curly, and then 3 is curly, and then 4 is coily.
yeah. So
I-
Jonathan is your 4. Between A and
He's
B.
4.
He's 4 and
because
a few
he's got a few,
and a few ABCs in there.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're talking about us. Next time we might just talk about Jay. It's be nice to know what we deal with hair-wise in this house. We are a blended family, by the way. We blended.
Like you have everything here.
We've got everything here. So it'll be good for you to know what we deal with hair-wise. Even when we go to buy hair products, it's like it's a trip on its own. We spend over 2 hours just sit. Can
Yeah,
believe
you sit
it?
like this. Listen.
And it's stuff we. Hey,
I'm sorry, this is my water bottle, but we're gonna pretend like it's a
We're in the
product,
shop, right?
Like so, it'll be a thing of, Mommy, have you tried this product? They say it's good. Like look,
Yeah.
it says there that
No,
it's
we
gonna
don't drink
define
this
your
stuff.
curls. Yeah, no, we don't. But you know, it says you can define your curls.
Yeah.
with it.
Wow.
Mara, at the same time, I don't know if I know it. I
Then
mean,
we
I will,
leave it.
and then we leave it.
Like, by
Or
the
then-
end of the
or
day,
then-
we're like, let's stick to what we know.
exactly. And then you go to your range, right?
Exactly.
And then your range has like new things.
All of a
that
sudden,
come out.
they've brought out new
And then
things.
you're like,
And like,
let's try this
oh,
one
let's-
because it says moisturizing.
Yeah,
And the one I
and
have
this
at
one
home says
says sealing.
hydrating.
It says sealing.
And then you're like-
moisturizer sealant. You're like, ooh.
And then you
know?
get it, and
Then you're
you
like,
figure it out, and you're
okay.
like,
This one is got
It's either a yay or a nay.
flaxseed, and this one is coconut. This
then,
one is shea butter. Like,
Listen.
yeah, no.
it's tricky this time.
By that time, my husband is having coffee. He's sitting at a coffee shop.
I don't
He
think
decided- yeah.
Dad, when he comes shopping,
He
with
understands
us,
what we go through, so he
He-
doesn't mind. He just goes and chill,
Yeah.
and
Or if he's with us in the shops, he's on his phone,
yeah,
quietly in the background.
quietly,
You know,
yeah.
just he's there.
Yeah, he's there.
He's there.
Or
Like,
sometimes
moral
he gets
support.
into the mix and he starts pointing out things
He's
like,
like, oh,
what about this one?
And you're like,
And
"No,
what about this one? You're like,
tried, been there, done that, didn't work."
and this one?
No.
Then he leaves us to ourselves.
Yeah. Or you should sometimes, I remember at some point, because then we went through a patch where we were like looking for products,
Yeah.
and we'd sit there on our phones researching to say best products for this
because
situation or condition.
During COVID, this is what happened. I don't know if it happened with everybody out there, but with us during COVID, the products I was using.
By the way, we live
all
in
of
South
sudden,
Africa.
yeah, we're in SA. So all of a sudden, the products I was using went off the shelves. Not her, me.
No.
My products went off the shelves. It's like the shop started stocking less, because I understand that we were in lockdown, so most shops started stocking less. And I think they'll look at the products that now were not being bought anymore, because people are now doing their own DIY stuff at home. I mean, honestly, DIY thing went crazy during lockdown. I was one of them, because then my things just stopped. I mean, I couldn't find my things on the shelves.
Yeah.
And then I went through a thing where I need to find what works for my hair. And it was not nice. And even Jonathan went through that they stopped stocking Jonathan's range, the things we were using for him.
Yes.
They only stocked shampoo and conditioner, can you believe it, and hair milk and detangler, and the rest they stopped stocking. And then I had to we went through so many products just to try and find what works for his hair, which is different from our hair, and what works for my hair, which is different, you know. So yeah, no, it was a lot. It was a lot. That was not fun.
Yeah.
That was not fun. So, but nonetheless, we want to talk about Fossey.
Personally, and people can come at me for this. I mean, no, Shem, I give you guys rights of passage. But I think Fossey really goes through it. I really do.
It goes through the most.
We go through the motions. Fossey, I promise you guys. Like, I was looking at this other video this other day, and this girl, she had I think maybe 4A, 4B.
I told her to stop,
and she was like,
at those
no,
videos.
Listen guys, I don't look at them anymore from a place of, oh my goodness, I wish I had your hair. No. Now it's just, no, I'm not gonna lie. I went through that phase where I was like, why isn't my hair like that?
Why can't you do that?
Why isn't it curly like that? But it's fine, because I love my hair now, okay?
She had to accept
my
her curl pattern.
Yes, which is Fossey.
Yeah.
And very tight and thick.
But
anyways, that's not the point. So I was looking at this girl's hair, right?
Now.
And she was complaining about shrinkage. And she got 4A, 4B hair. And I was like, and at first, I was in it with her. I was like, hey, man, shrinkage. Even me, I can relate. Yes, shrinkage. And then we see, she shows you the before, it's shrinked version, and then the stretched out version. And then I was like,
I can work with that.
If that was my hair, if that was me,
any day,
I wouldn't be complaining.
Yeah.
Why are you complaining?
Exactly.
Me, my shrinkage, do you know how much percent it is? Maybe 70% shrinkage. And you're complaining for what? I was a bit bothered.
But we do understand the point of the matter is they do go through.
They do.
I mean, Jonathan do go through shrinkage. He does. Yes. But the point here is it's not the same.
It's not the same. I feel
different hair types, different
curls, and I feel like I'm sorry, but I really feel like Fossey head people's.
Okay.
We go through the
So
most.
let's talk about shrinkage. Since she has touched on it, so let's just dive into it. So yesterday I decided to wash my hair, right? I, for one, I love washing my hair. They know. I actually almost have to stop myself from sitting under the shower too often, because it's not good for you. People out there, don't do it too much. While it's good to wash your hair to remove the dirt and all the build up and the dust and all those impurities. If you do it unnecessarily, it's damaging to the hair, because you are stripping its oils, you're stripping its nutrients, you're stripping more than it doesn't only remove dirt, and
it also removes the
impurities. It also take away the good stuff. So imagine if you just wash it for the fun of it, like some of us. I love the feel of water on my scalp. But I have to stop myself because it's not good for my hair, you know, because it strips all the other good stuff which you now need to replenish, which some people out there sometimes don't have the patience for. It's not good. So yesterday I decided to wash my hair. Trust me, it needed a wash. It had built up, it was dirty, but I know I could still go a week or so with it, but I felt I needed a good wash, so I washed it. I finished washing it and I was loving
The wet look.
I was loving the wet look. Usually when I wash my hair, when I finish, I put it in twists that it dries in twists. And I make sure that the day I wash my hair, I'm not going anywhere tomorrow or in 2 days.
Yeah, so that by the time she needs hair,
it must
like
be dry,
like
not damp, because then it will. So I make sure that I'm not going anywhere in 24 hours or more. That's just me, because I don't use a hair dryer. I don't like a hair dryer. I let it air dry. I don't force it to dry. I let it do its thing, right? So usually I wash my hair, and that's how I've taught them too. I wash my hair, and when I'm done, I put it in twists after the whole process of washing, conditioning, detangling, all that charades. Then I put it in twists, right? Then I will let it dry in twists, meaning I'll wear those twists for the whole day, even sometimes for 2 or 3 days. I'll wear that because I'm around, I'm at home, but it will be decent twists. It wouldn't be, you know, you could go to the shops with it, right? Yeah, you can go to the shops with it. My son will be happy to pick him up in that look. Moms out there, dress well when you go pick up your child from school, please. Anyway, another topic for another day. Noted. So and then but yesterday I decided to wash my hair and I let it.
Yeah, Mom washed it.
I washed it, moisturized, defined the curls. I did the whole curl look thing.
It was popping.
It was beautiful.
It was popping. And then after that, she left
it. was wonderful. And I left it to
she didn't mind the string.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. I
nice.
Embraced it. I did, you know. Driving out here to go fetch Jonathan, it was still wet. Not damp, wet. All right? And I opened the windows just for that breeze to help
and it also, you know in the videos when your hair's like, it was also
to help it, you know, dry, you know, and all that. And I washed it throughout the day as, you know, shrinkage continued to make its presence known. To say, yo, I'm here.
Maka, also you didn't mind.
No, I didn't mind.
Yes,
I didn't mind. Okay, I didn't mind. And then I get home, you know, it has like.
Not that Mom minded.
No, I didn't mind.
Yes.
Right? Then I loved the look. I kept it the entire day. But by the end of the day, no, the length was like half. Okay? We were looking at 50%. Was it 50% or 40? 30, 40?
30, 40.
30, 40. Okay?
Because you still
100.
Because you still, yeah, Mama. 100 is when it's really like this.
No. I mean. No,
from zero shrinkage, because you count from zero. And then
okay, from zero. Okay, we were looking at like 30, 40. But anyway, so it eventually dried, which took the whole day because I let my hair air dry. So it took the whole day for it to dry. That's another thing; it takes forever to dry. Yeah. But anyway, that was not an issue for me. Now here's the issue for me. Then came bedtime. By that time, I'm finished. Right? I'm tired.
And what does Mommy decide to do?
Usually, again, when I've washed my hair, when I know I'm going to bed, I put it in twists, right?
Yeah, like 3 or 4 twists, maybe, just to go to bed.
If I'm too tired, I do 4 twists or 3. If I'm not too tired, I'll go even for 8, right? But this time I was way too tired and I could not be bothered, to be very honest with everybody. And I tried to gather this hair. Like, I tried to gather it and gather it. I can gather my hair. I gather it all together.
It's long enough
and
to do.
It's long enough to do one bun like this.
Yes, and a proper one.
A proper one. Not
hot Lisa, you know, when you're like trying to grab. No,
it's long enough.
It's long enough.
It's long enough. We can
do
prove
an
that if we need to prove that. I can get a band. But I gathered it, but because if it was in a wash state and you left it to dry without maintaining length, no shame. You'll think there's no length. Exactly. So I tried to gather my hair. I managed to gather it and I put a band around it, a hair band around it, and I went to bed. Right. I was like, we'll deal with it tomorrow.
In the morning.
West, if you. Then I wake up in the morning.
Eish.
I couldn't still be bothered. Then I needed to get ready to go fetch Jay. Now you must fix your hair. Now you must get, and I couldn't find length. Length was like, you dissed me,
It's like, Ma,
it's like yesterday you didn't care about me. It's like I didn't exist yesterday. Now all of a sudden you're looking for who? Length? Excuse me? I thought you were rocking shrinkage.
Yeah, what happened to shrinkage?
I mean, what did he do to you? And I was like, no, wait. I do care about length. Please come back. He's like, no, I ain't here. Trust me, you have to pull out a spray bottle, you have to pull out moisturizer, you have to pull out everything and wake it up.
And then it's drenched, right? Because you had to, right?
Mm-hmm. No, I try not to drench it. I just dampen it. No, I dampen it. And then you pull it out, but still it was not forthcoming. That's what happens if you with my hair, 4C, my hair. I don't want to talk to everybody out there, but you know what?
People might not be going through what we're going through.
If I decide to wash my hair and then I don't put it in twists to retain the length and to let it dry the way I would be happy with the length, and I just let it do its thing, leave it. Leave it. You will wake up and length will be saying to you, I don't exist. I don't exist.
Like, sorry.
I ain't here.
Who are you looking for?
Length will be mad at you because she would have gone for holiday because she felt you couldn't care less. Okay. And all you'll be dealing with is shrinkage.
Yes.
And there's a way to get out of it, but it's not fun.
And it's not always easy.
So I'm trying to get out of it as it is, but I think I'm out of the woods because I did what I did today. I just want to get my hair bent. I did what I did today and moisturized it and then, kept it like this. I didn't let it loose. So I'm in touch with, I'm not completely there lengthwise, but it takes a few days. That's what happened with me. I don't know. I want Fencer to share her story, but that's a thing with shrinkage. If you're gonna decide to rock a wet look, I wouldn't say it's for us, Wet look, I'm a 4C. You must be ready. Shem.
No, like for real. That's what I'm saying. I think we go through the most when it comes to shrinkage.
You must be ready to deal with it because it looks nice while it's wet.
Yes.
You've got length while it's wet.
Because and
it's flowy and it's wavy. The minute it dries, it still looks nice, but you've lost half the length.
If not more.
So you see them.
One mom
like this. This is shrinkage.
And this is not even the most it can shrink.
No, because she didn't do the wet look.
I didn't drench it.
No.
This morning, because when mom washed my hair, she washed it about maybe a week or two ago. Mm-hmm. It was so dirty.
I just want to grab a hairband. Yeah?
It was so dirty. Yeah. And mom washed it like maybe a week or two ago. And when she washed it, she had just conditioned it and she was like detangling. And I was like, oh my goodness, I have so much length. Like, oh my, it's grown, And I was like chopped with my hair. I was like, oh my goodness, look at this. Right? Then the style that day, my mom just basically practically almost did the same thing. She like dried it a bit that it was not so wet, it was not so drenched, and then we put cream and moisturizer on it. But then after that, I was still going to go change because we washed my hair and I was still in other clothes. So then I wanted to change into clothes so that I can go fetch my little brother with my mom. And by that time, then I'm like, hey, mommy, maybe we should have waited until after I changed, or maybe because I didn't want to get the clothes I wanted to wear dirty with the washing. So I was like, you know what? Then mom put it in twist, which helped because it retained the length.
Yeah.
So then I changed and we kept the twist because it was still
I told her, don't take off the twist.
Very wet.
We'll drive with the twist. We'll open the windows.
I'm not gonna lie, I felt
we
very
air dry
uncomfortable
it
because the window's open, you see,
and they were not neat twists.
No,
we were just trying to retain length.
Yes.
And I told her, you don't have to get out of the car when we pick up Jonathan. I'll get out. You can stay in. But yeah.
And you know, you're driving past people are looking at you just like, oh, this girl, and you're like, listen, if you knew what I am doing, you will understand.
Exactly.
You will understand. But anyway, then we get to the school, and I didn't want to not pick up Jay to go with mom to school. So I was like, you know what, I'm already here, I might as well just leave.
Yeah.
But I'm like, mommy, because we had it like a few minutes before Jay was out. So I was like, mommy, may you please undo my twist?
It was still
wet. Like
it was still wet.
The only thing one can say was somewhat dry was my perimeters, or what was very exposed to the air.
Yeah.
So it would be like this part
was still wet,
and that part, and like, you know, where the parts were, like just the top. That was the only thing that was like somewhat, and it's not even dry. It's somewhat dry. And you know, okay, fine. I touch it, even me, it's still wet. I'm like, yo, now anyway, we started walking, right?
So we actually opened it up, we let it loose, we styled it up in the car, just hands.
Yeah,
and she looked amazing.
I looked so nice.
The length was amazing.
It was great.
Yeah.
But also what helped was the fact that we put it in twist. So it didn't shrink that much.
Yeah.
Because some of it was somewhat dry.
Yeah.
So that helped retain the length, right? But like my back part here, right? I feel like maybe my shrinkage levels are different everywhere.
Me too.
Because
the back is like, what happened?
It shrinks maybe 90%. Because there's no way.
This side
is no way.
The front is like amazing. The shrinkage is not so terrible.
As much.
The back.
And it's all because the way my mom cut my hair when we cut my hair, we didn't cut it.
No, but it's all the same length.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
It's the same length.
Everything is one length.
Yeah.
Like if I was to put it like this and we measure, it's one length.
But somehow when it shrinks,
it doesn't shrink the same.
No. Like this side goes like, and this is long. But anyway.
You're right. So then, okay, fine. We go throughout the day. You can see it's getting shorter. You know, this one keeps hiding. And I was like, okay, that's fine, because I know this side, it just shrinks more than everything else. But I was okay with the way also mom had put it. Because the way she undid it was that, like, she twisted it in the way we were going to undo it, which helped.
The way you want it to fall.
Yeah. And that helped. Yep. Okay, sharp. That was that, right? That night, because I have freshly dyed my hair. Well, it's not fresh anymore, but I mean, I have dyed hair now. So the amount of times that I moisturize is a lot more than I used to, because my hair gets a lot drier than before. So maybe in a day I would have moisturized twice. Sometimes I can get away with just moisturizing once because my hair would still be moist.
After a wash.
But especially after a wash, I moisturize more. So that night I moisturized my hair and I put it back in twists because I was enjoying the look of how it looked, and I was like, okay, tomorrow I'm hoping to have still the same look. And I woke up and I didn't do much moisture wise because it was still very moist. And that's why I thank God for bonnets, because that bonnet was doing the most that night. It retained the moisture. I don't know what other nights, but that night,
baby, other nights it falls off,
I guess. But that night it was doing the
most.
most. That night it was doing the most. And I woke up, my hair was still moist, so I didn't even do much. I really just took it out of the twist and like fluffed it. And then I tied it back, and it was so long. Like, if you guys go to my Instagram, you guys are gonna
check out her
because I
Instagram.
posted. I think it's in my highlights.
Yeah.
But I posted, it was so long and luscious, and I was like, yes, look at my hair. I was like, oh my, do you see? Do you see the length?
Yeah.
And I was like so chuffed with my hair because I was like, yes, it's giving, you know? Then, I was enjoying my hair. I was doing hairstyles with it. It was amazing. Then come today, right? This morning, I didn't know what to do with my hair. And actually, yesterday, I didn't do it. So I styled my hair, and I styled it beautifully. It looked amazing. But the way in which I had styled it really hurt my scalp because I pulled too much. And I didn't loosen it.
She did a bun and she tightened it way too much.
And I didn't like loosen the perimeters.
So the scalp was
so my scalp was very raw. Actually, I did it 2 days ago. It wasn't yesterday.
Yeah.
And yesterday I was still recovering.
By so doing, she obviously, I always advise her, if don't do it. I always tell her don't do it. But if she does it, I actually tell her, you know what? Then don't do twists. Don't do anything. Sleep like that. Let your scalp breathe. Yeah.
So yesterday I had it in 2 ponies, but I only had it in 2 ponies because I had a line that was already, it was still very vivid.
Yeah.
And that's how I tied my hair going to sleep because I didn't want to lose a lot of the length.
Yeah.
And last night I didn't tie because I wanted it to really relax. So this morning when I styled my hair, I really just styled it. I was like, let me really let it relax.
She just left it. She just fluffed it up. She didn't.
No, I actually sprayed it. I sprayed and moisturized it.
But my point is, you didn't make it about the length or make it about shrinkage or whatever. You just literally gave it what it needed and fluffed it up and left it.
Yeah, and I was ready for shrinkage. There's times when you're not ready for it.
Yeah.
But today I was ready for it. Like, I was like, you know what? I know I'm gonna deal with shrinkage, and it's fine.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So, like, even now, right now, when I go to bed, like, when I go get ready for bed, I'm going to put it in at least pom-poms.
Yeah.
That I can retain somewhat of a length.
Yeah.
Because I don't want tomorrow to be hectic.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Because tomorrow I might still want it loose.
Yeah.
And shrinked. But you might also want to put it up. And if you want to put it up, you have to have something.
You have to have something. But the point is, you will always deal with shrinkage. But the beauty about it is, once you get to know your hair, you get to learn your hair, you get to know, and never compare your hair to another person. We are 4 C's, but my curl is different. It's much looser than to Offense's one.
I have a
so
really tight
she's got
curl.
a very tight one. Yeah. I've got a bit loose
like
one.
If someone is not looking, you might mistaken mom's hair for 4
exactly.
Because
so at the end of the day, you need to know your hair. You need to know what works for your hair and what doesn't work for your hair, and know what you are looking to tomorrow. So shrinkage is something you can avoid if you don't want, or is something you can brace if you don't care.
Exactly.
It's not a bad thing. You have to embrace it. It's one. It's one. I've had cases and encounters where someone asked me, "Did you cut your hair?" And I'm like, no.
It's called shrinkage. Okay.
I didn't cut my hair.
Shrinkage. Even
it's just and many people. I've had many people ask me, "Did you cut your hair?" And I'm like, no, I didn't.
It's
just
called shrinkage.
And I actually stopped telling them it's shrinked. I just say no, I didn't.
It's still the same length.
I didn't. And there's days where I know what I want and how I want to style it, and I know how to get there and what I need to get. What I need to do to get there, and I do all that. I do the night before. I do the right protective hairstyle to prep for that hairstyle I want to do the next day, and then it's like bam, and the same person is like, wow, what did you do to your hair?
It's like, listen, the length was always there.
Yeah, the length was always there. Well, I don't say that. But,
yes, but I mean,
but that's our hair. You need to embrace all these things. It's normal for your hair to. It just, our hair don't fall like other people's hair.
It defies gravity.
So if you're gonna go natural, unfortunately, if you're gonna go natural, it's important to know what you're getting yourself into and to embrace what it comes with. And we were laughing about it this afternoon to say, there's shrinkage, these few people to embrace, okay, personalities or whatever you want to look at, the way you want to look at it, right? There's shrinkage to embrace. There's protective hairstyle to embrace, where you want to maintain length.
Yeah.
You can't just do your hair the way you see fit. Certain protective hairstyles are not good for you. Just because they work for Offense, it doesn't mean they work for me.
Like with
and
me,
just because they work for Jonathan coils, and I admire it. I mean, I just have to. Do you know how quick I coil my son's hair? Even in the morning, I can literally before school coil his hair, or before church coil his hair, and it's super quick and neat and beautiful.
If I was to coil my hair, which I did the other day,
and
remember
the hair handles it so well.
My hair didn't handle it
I
well.
can't coil my hair.
I knotted
It coils.
my hair.
It coils. If you want to
knotted
coil
my
it,
hair.
it will coil. But is it a good protective hairstyle for me? I don't know about someone else out there. No. Mine doesn't. My hair doesn't handle coils well.
It just knots. It's
it just goes.
locks.
It just goes. It goes no,
south.
it doesn't
And I
work.
was like,
so you need to know what works for you, and embrace all these things that it doesn't mean you don't have length. You do have length, and you need to know how to maintain it or to retain it, but is the right word. It doesn't mean you don't have it. You do have it. Learn how to retain it if you want it to appear.
yeah. So,
and other things is moisture. Other things is moisture. You might need to, you can plug it here. Other things are battery slow. Other things is moisture. You need to know how to retain moisture. You can't say, my hair is dry, it happens, whatever. Trust me, if you do nothing about it, that dryness is like the worst enemy to your hair. That's another thing you need to be aware of. We can sit here and talk about Mrs. Shrinkage and talk about Mrs. Length Retention, but there's another lady you want to talk about is dry hair. That one you don't welcome. You don't make her tea. You don't welcome. You don't even give her a chair to sit. You kick her out because
immediately.
Yeah, you don't embrace dryness.
No.
Make water your friend to rehydrate your hair. Make moisturizer your friend.
And water is not a moisturizer.
Moisturizer. No, it just hydrates your hair.
It helps
That's all it
moisture
does.
seep into your hair.
It just hydrates your hair. And oil also is not moisturizer. Oil is not. It helps to seal in moisture and lock in moisture. So you need to understand those things. There's things to embrace and there's things to kick out. So dryness is one of the things to kick out. You don't embrace it and say, I've heard people say it's just part of natural hair. No, it's not. Dry hair is not part of natural hair.
And people like that, they'll be like, yo, your hair's so nice.
Yeah, they say
my hair can never.
Exactly. No. Or they will say, I want to go natural because I don't have to spend. Natural hair is expensive. It's just more expensive. It's more expensive because we've done both. It's more expensive than relaxed. Than processed hair. So it's high maintenance. According to me, it's high maintenance. But you get people who say, I want to chop, do a big chop and go natural because it's low maintenance. No, it's not low maintenance. Trust me. You need to be on top of it when it comes to moisture. You need to be on top of it when it comes to hydration and all that. You need to be on top of it when it comes to, keeping it clean and keeping it, all that. You need to be on top of it. And even detangling. You can't just leave your hair.
No.
You can't. You can't.
But also,
you can't overdo it.
Also, don't detangle your hair when you don't have the patience for it.
Exactly.
That's
when you're
something
not ready for it.
When you're not ready for it,
don't
I don't
detangle.
detangle my hair. What I do though is I would separate it with my fingers.
Use your fingers.
I just do this. I don't use a comb. I don't touch it with a comb because when I touch it with a comb,
no,
I'm gonna break my hair.
You can't
because
the relaxed thing which people do with processed hair where you can put a comb and you go.
Babe, it sits here.
That can happen
It's a
to
lamu.
you if you have processed your hair.
It stays
That's
here.
not something we do. It's not for us. So throw away those combs. Throw them away. Buy yourself wide tooth combs.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, those are the things you need. But for me, we just wanted to talk about that, to say there's things to embrace. You don't go make dry hair cup of tea and say, come, let's talk. It's dry, I love it dry. No. That's a big no. You want your hair moist all the time, super moist all the time. I must be honest, when we go to the sea, every time we go to the sea, I love my hair because the weather there, the humidity.
I actually don't know how my hair is when I'm at the sea because I always having a protective hairstyle.
Yeah, you need to go there once. I've gone many times. I'm sure you've seen many times I go there, actually take it out. I let it out because I love how it feels. You know, it's happy. It's in its happiest because the atmosphere, it's humid.
It's very humid.
Very humid. So your hair is not suffocating and struggling from dryness, you know, and all that. So, yeah. So that's it.
I mean, bottom line is, I love my hair.
Me too. I do.
And it's funny. So the other day I was looking at my mom's hair and I was just like, it's so easy for mom to put her hair up in a pony like this.
But also Offense has thick hair.
I struggle.
She's got thick hair. I mean, I don't have thick hair. She's got thick hair, right?
Mom, okay.
And I can show you now my hair. If I can remove this. Okay. Let's throw it in. I don't have thick hair. So if I want to put it in a bun, I can, just like that. You see, I can really get away with this. You see?
Yeah.
But because I don't have what do you call it? Thick hair. I don't have thick hair. And I always tell her, hair can stand up.
Mom's hair
my
falls.
Hair falls.
Which I
You know?
like. Sometimes I look at my mom and I'm just like,
And I'm like, but
why doesn't mine
I
fall?
want it
It
to
stays
stand,
there.
and mine falls. It just falls. It just, you know, because of I've got a softer curl compared to hers, so mine falls. You know what I mean? It falls. Yeah. So that's mine. That's my hair. So you look at hairs. If she does this,
ow,
it stays there.
stop.
And that's why it's important to embrace your hair type or your hair type, not condition, type. It's important to embrace your hair. Now, that's mine. This is my hair. It used to be able to stand when it was this short.
Yeah.
And the longer it grows, the more it falls. Right, it just falls.
And not
it falls. It falls.
Not falls in the sense that she's losing hair. No, mom's
No.
not losing hair.
Like
falling as in like
it doesn't stand. And you want. Sometimes I want that afro where I can comb it and then I can use my finger. Just.
It doesn't sit. It like
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
You see what I mean? But if I do this,
that's
the foley I'm talking about. You know, it doesn't stay there.
No.
You know, so that's my hair, and I had to accept that about my hair, that I can't do an afro like this.
Ow.
You see, an afro like this. Look at that. You know, look at
Ow.
that. I can't do that.
Okay.
It's so beautiful. I can't do that. I can't. I can do this. And I love it. I love my hair. So you're going to have to accept your hair texture.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to have to accept your hair texture. And that's mine.
And it's funny. Mom can take an hour max. And long. She'll take maybe let me see.
It doesn't take long. It's
For mom,
long, but it doesn't take as long as
what I would take.
Yeah.
Listen, when
to wash her hair,
the whole thing,
the whole
including
shebang.
deep conditioning,
you know,
like
mine detangles quicker, but again, it's because of the looser curl compared to hers. It detangles quicker. You see, even if I use my hands, you can try yours. Can you try yours at the bottom? You know, it detangles quicker. You know, if you use your fingers, you know. So
I have a lot more like sections to deal with than
exactly, but it's also because she's got thick hair. She's got a lot of hair, like thick hair.
Ow.
So yeah. Anyway,
I don't think
so and
So,
there we go. And this is shrinkage, by
This
the way. We're rocking shrinkage, yeah.
my mom says
And I mean, Fenton's hair is long. Can we look at Fenton's hair before we look at mine? Okay. And I try not hit hair, yeah? Here's offensive. Okay, you might have to tilt the camera. That's how long it is. So here's offensive hair.
that's long.
Okay?
Okay.
That's long.
That's
But for you to see that, we might have to blow dry it or use the
silk
iron.
press and
You know, then you can see it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people won't believe you.
then it was
Okay? And mine is not as long as Fenton's. Fenton's hair is longer than mine. Mine comes here. I'm forever chopping my hair, but I stopped.
You see what had happened was
But I also
but
love
wasn't-
chopping my hair.
also, but it wasn't your fault because with relaxed hair, right? You trim your ends
trim your ends all
because
the time.
because of the
That's,
chemicals.
you see, that's
the
how
hair
far
does
mine
die.
is. Mine is until here. That's how far.
And mine is like just a little
Just
bit
that,
lower.
yeah. So and we kept the same routine
When we went
because
natural.
when we had processed hair, we
would
every
trim your
so
end.
often we
Yeah.
trim the ends off. So when we went natural,
We kept the same
we
thing.
kept the same routine of trimming our
Trimming.
and
about every 3-4 months.
and sometimes, to be honest, we were really chopping healthy hair.
You
One
wouldn't be cutting
didn't-
hair
yeah,
that
you
needed
know,
to be cut.
until I sat down and I researched to say when is it good to cut your hair and what is ends and what is not ends, and that's another topic for another day. And yeah, and I learned, you know what, Moira, you need to stop chopping your hair because you're busy chopping your hair. You're not chopping ends.
Things that are dead and need to
Unhealthy.
go.
Yeah, there's nothing dead here.
And it's
So
yeah.
so basically at the moment we're rocking shrinkage. And if I had to leave it loose like this is what it is. Okay? This is what it is.
Yeah, mom's like it's so funny because like we go around and especially with Jonathan, that's why mom says like we're mixed.
No,
like,
we are blended family. You've got
we're very
Jonathan
blended.
with beautiful curl pattern. Absolutely beautiful.
Gorgeous.
He's got coils at the moment.
Yeah.
And you've got me with this. Wonderful
Don't
this.
say that. You say
Wonderful,
this, like-
amazing this. And then you've got Offensive with this wonderful thing.
Hey,
And you've got Dad, my husband, with his
straight
own
wavy hair.
beautiful kind all together. So it's quite interesting. Absolutely
Yeah.
interesting. So embrace your hair type. Okay. So that's it for today. We just wanted to talk about hair.
perks of having natural
Yeah,
hair.
we love it.
Bossy hair.
I love it.
We love our hair. I feel like
yeah.
I have the right to complain about my hair because it's my hair. Doesn't mean I don't love it. I love it, but like
yeah.
I also
You
kind
know.
of mean I have that
I
right.
think I've gotten over. I used to complain about the fact because I would want to loosen it and let it stand like stand
like an afro.
like an afro, but I've made peace with the fact that will never happen. Hey, that will never happen. You see, this happens.
But what's nice with mom's hair, right? Even though that doesn't have
Now
mom,
it doesn't have to do this.
like I can't do what mom can do, like those hairstyles where the hair falls.
Yeah,
When I do the hairstyles where the hair falls,
it goes back.
It comes back.
It comes back.
and it's
like
her.
It
And
comes
it's
back.
like, and I look a little bit funny.
I can pull out a fringe if I want to.
My fringe goes back.
Or it
Although
forces
it's
itself.
long
You know, I would have managed to get it off my face, right?
And then it goes
before like less than 30 minutes or
And
15 minutes, it's already down here. And I'm
Yeah.
like, but that was not the plan.
me, I force a fringe. Like,
That was not the plan.
but also I need to thank God for length because before length, my fringe Nelimu.
It's
It
nice.
wasn't a
I
fringe.
must be honest, it's a joy to have length, you know.
Yes. My
Be
shrinkage is
patient
not the
with your
same.
hair. Be patient with your hair.
My shrinkage is more enjoyable with length.
Yeah, it's nice. When you've
I
got
must
length,
be
shrinkage
honest.
is nice.
Yeah.
But be patient with your hair. Don't rush it. Don't rush it at all. Don't rush it, and don't compare it to other people's hair. Look after it, maintain it, do everything that you need to do to look after it. Don't leave it to itself and say it will care for itself. It won't. You are responsible for your hair. It's not gonna do it, it's not gonna care for itself. You're supposed to care for it. You're supposed to maintain it. So go and look after your hair. The same way you look after yourself, your health, you go to the doctor when you're not feeling well.
Your hygiene,
You
bath.
pray when things are not well, or you thank God when things are working. Do the same with your hair. I pray for my hair. I thank God for my hair.
I do
I
too.
pray for my children's hair. I speak over my children's hair. When I see things I don't like, hey, I speak. I speak what I want to see with my hair.
And I must say,
And
that remember how I used to deal with dandruff? Well, it wasn't dandruff, but that
she had a problem at some point where her scalp would break.
it would really
no,
flake.
not flake is the
It will
right word.
flake. It will just flake.
And it was, and sometimes it would be painful. The one holiday we went away there, it was very painful. He had braids, and it was hard to see her go through that. And we prayed, and we would apply what we need to apply. Even Dad advised over shampoos we could use and things that will be good for her scalp, and we did that. So don't leave a condition and say this is normal. Address it.
Now I don't remember when last I was talking.
It's gone. It's
flaking
gone.
scalp.
Exactly. It's gone. So attend to things. When you see your hair is starting to fall, don't say it's normal. It's not normal.
It's not normal. Yeah.
Do something about
Falling
it.
hair.
It's not normal for your hair to just. It's one thing. Our hair is supposed to shed.
Shedding is okay.
It's
Shedding
not.
is
It's
normal.
supposed to shed. Dogs shed. Everything
Yes.
with hair on this planet sheds.
Even people.
Even us, we
animals with
shed.
skin,
Okay.
they shed.
So your hair
But-
is supposed to shed. That's normal. But falling
It's different.
is different.
It's not
Breaking is different. That is not normal. So when you see things like that, address them earlier, and and above all things, love your hair, enjoy your hair, play with it,
Also,
but not too much.
exactly. That was one.
Leave
thing.
it alone.
Oh.
Leave it alone.
But that's a story for another day.
That's a story
Manipulation.
for another day. Hey, today we
Yeah,
just wanted to
manipulating.
talk about
Oh.
that. So
Just
that's
to
been
get it.
fun. That's been fun. So until like now, I'm not gonna leave it like this. When I go to bed,
Pom-poms.
we put it away. I put it away. I really put it away. I don't sleep like this. I don't let it
do its own thing.
Yeah, no. That friction is not good for it. When you're rubbing yourself on the pillow, and
Especially for your back hair, like the spot.
especially
It's
that.
because that's the hair that you
Even this part. I can tell which side I sleep on the most.
Yeah, I think this is the
I
side.
can
I sleep on the
tell
side
which
the
side
most.
I sleep on the most.
'Cause the
and I'm
side-
conscious about it. So every time I turn, or if I don't want to turn, I force myself to turn. I sleep on this side the most.
Same.
So I force myself to turn because I know I'm comfortable on this side, and I can actually sleep through the whole
night without turning.
Yeah, without turning.
This
So I have
side.
to force
Or
myself.
I sleep like this
Yeah, so-
if I'm lying flat.
Yeah.
Or I sleep on the side.
So if you see your hairline is suffering this side, or things are not quite going well this side, check which
How you're
side you sleep on the most and learn to balance it out. And if you sleep like this a lot, stop. Be conscious of it and try to balance things out. To 10, when babies are small, we 10 them. Do the same with yourself. Okay? Remember to 10 and switch sides. But anyway, it's been fun. Until next time.
Until next week,
We've enjoyed
Tuesday.
doing this with you. Maybe we should take a photo while we're at it. Go check out our Instagram, okay?
Yes.
That's offense.
It's
We'll link it on the description below. And the hobbies.
Moira.
Mhm.
Grobelar.
Yeah, Moira Grobelar. And if you like plants, check out my plant.
Bring Life Indoors.
My Bring
Mom
Life
also
Indoors.
has a YouTube channel.
I do.
Mom's YouTube channel is Bring Life Indoors.
And my Instagram is Bring Life In.
Yeah, Bring Life In.
Okay.
I almost said Life Indoors.
And we do have the family account, Instagram account, which is the Grobbies. But
is it the underscore Grobbies?
I think it's the underscore Grobbies. But we'll link all that below, down below.
Yeah.
Until next time, go and embrace your hair, embrace shrinkage.
Yes.
Embrace
your length.
I
think a lot of people embrace that.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Like,
I think shrinkage is the one that is not embraced the most.
Yes.
People don't like it.
Especially when you've always been so used to length.
Yeah.
Or like hairstyles that show length. And you transition to natural. It's like it's something to deal with.
And do the protective hairstyles that works for your hair. Not everyone works for your own kind of hair. Just because it works for Offense or it works for me, it doesn't mean it works for her or me. So choose your styles well. Don't do it because everyone else is doing it. Careful in that area. And don't welcome dryness.
No.
And stop manipulating your hair.
Well, as much.
Do it less.
A lot less.
And learn to let your hair be.
Yeah.
You know?
Leave.
Don't
leave it as in to be dry.
This is something I had to teach you, Fencer, and it took so many years to say, let it be.
Mommy?
She will never sit like this. Nje. It took a while. And now
I actually could sit like this when I'm inside the house. When we had
the minute I say we're going somewhere, it will
it's like, listen, boom, wait, 5 minutes.
Which was 30 minutes or an hour.
I'm not that bad.
But anyway, no, she's not that bad. But she had to learn to embrace.
Yes.
And let her hair be, actually. She had to learn to let her hair be. Sometimes you don't need hairstyles. You just need to let it be. Like now, you just need to let it be like this. Like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's been fun. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, have yourself
next week, Tuesday.
Have a lovely day.
Bye.
And let us know down below which topics you'd like to hear from us.
Yeah.
If it's something we can talk about,
we'll talk about it.
Bye.